uncommon lunges with our uncommon shoulder to overhead presses. So my sagittal plane lunge, I'm pressing shoulder to overhead and behind me. Shoulder to overhead to the opposite side. Shoulder to overhead to the opposite side. My transverse plane lunge. A common frontal plane lunge with common shoulder to overhead press. Both feet staying pointed forward. Shoulder to overhead behind me. Shoulder to overhead, side to side. Shoulder to overhead with rotation. Common transverse plane lunge with common shoulder to overhead press matrix. Shoulder to overhead behind. Shoulder to overhead, side, side. And then shoulder to overhead, rotating and pressing across the midline to the opposite side. We then have a couple additives. Those are our three main common lunges, but we also go anterior medial and anterior lateral. And I realized for the common lunges and common shoulder overhead presses, I actually demonstrated, but with the other side for the sake of this, I'll keep it simple. I'll still use the right leg. So we have an anterior lateral lunge, shoulder to overhead behind, shoulder to overhead to the opposite side, shoulder to overhead, crossing over the midline, the anterior lateral lunge, and now we'll have the anterior medial lunge. Uncommon shoulder to overhead presses behind us. Side to side. And then rotationally, both feet stay pointed forward.